What's happening, guys? James Blonde here with MMOHuts.com, and I was fortunate enough that the guys over at Spearhead Games wanted to show me their new game at PAX East called Project Cyber, a soccer MOBA as they like to call it. Now, this game has only been in development since late January of this year, and within 2 months, the team has gone live with the game so that players can get in and help influence the way the game is being developed. That's honestly, it's a really cool concept what they've got going on here. It's kind of like playing air hockey using MOBA-style characters, each with unique abilities, of course. You've got 2 abilities on left and right click. Your primary ability is on left click, and your second ability is on right click. And you've even got a ultimate ability bound to the middle mouse button, which you just saw me use there with the whole skull effect thing. That was pretty cool. That ability is basically a power shot that doesn't consume my energy, which you see below in the box of my character. And if you notice, when I use my primary ability or my dash, like that, it does drain my overall energy bar, so you've got to be careful with that. If the other players can tell that you're out of energy based on how you're playing, if you're playing too aggressively, then that opens up the ideal time for them to play offensively. Kind of like what just happened there. So it's really a focus on balancing your energy to outplay your opponent or opponents. This particular game I'm 1v1, but at PAX I was playing 3v3. And it gets pretty intense, and it does take a lot of skill. You've got to get familiar with the physics and time things just right. Plus, you've got to learn how to play the various roles of each of the characters in the game. So, for now, there are 3 different characters to play as, and their focus is to add a new character every month. But here I'm playing as the Vex Wrecker, as a very offensive sort of role. And my primary ability is able to apply a force push that sort of counters the direction of the disc instead of blocking it like a goalie would. The Negotiator, which is the goalie, can put up a wall to block the disc, and it looks like you would think it would, kind of like a paddleball game. It bounces off a little differently, but like I said, you've got to time it just right. A little too early, a little too late, you're in trouble. See, kind of like that. I just got the timing down on that ultimate and snuck it right past him. So the third character in the game is the Vengeful Star. Now, she's more of a ranged style mid-defense character, so she can actually kick the ball from a distance. She fires a projectile like a star, and it can bounce off of walls and hit the ball, so you can do that from a distance. Kind of like the little laser here that's showing, oh man, just got it, where my range is on this particular character. Or actually, this doesn't show my range, it more or less shows my direction that I'm pointing. She can actually fire a projectile that can kick the ball from a different direction. I scored on myself. Crap. But she also has a cool ultimate ability. She can swap places with the disc, which you can imagine is a good thing because, you know, say if the ball is like going towards your goal, you can, if it passes you up, you can swap positions with it, and it'll be, you know, that much closer to their goal. That was not a very good timing on my ultimate there. Now, to be fair, it doesn't have any momentum on it once you've swapped positions with the disc. It kind of dies on the spot, but it can help you out, especially if you got teammates in there. You can do that. You got to worry about them sneaking past you, though. Oh, almost had it there. Almost changed its direction. The physics in the game are actually nice. It does feel like each ability has a different influence on the disc's momentum, which gets really hectic close range because you can actually put an angle on a powerful shot that way. Kind of like an approach shot when it comes to, or like if you're playing tennis, if you know what I mean. If you make them run for it, you're bound to get it past them at some point. Now, if you notice, I just got my ulti, and you do have to wait for a cooldown on that. So it does have a little meter underneath my energy meter that fills over time. I guess it's the only thing that influences, but you do have to wait for your ulti. No. Definitely don't want to score on myself again. It would be cool to see a character that has ranged influence on stopping the ball. So if it's like flying past you and it misses, then you can maybe slow it down or something like that. But who knows, that may be already in the works. So like I said, they're going to add characters every month. So what I just did there was kind of stupid. I used my dash to get all the way across the field, but I didn't have any energy left to make a shot. So you gotta be careful with that because that can get you in a bad spot. Usually if you're playing with other players, then you can kind of pass it to another player, which is the ideal thing to do. But there, I kind of used all my energy just to set up the shot, but couldn't actually take it. So that's another element that you have to worry about in the game. And like I said, you do have to watch the other players, the opposing players, to see if they're going to be, if they're playing aggressively, then that means that they're probably going to be out of energy, and therefore you don't have to worry about setting up an offensive shot here. So that's actually a good way to use the dash, is to sort of get out in front of the ball and change its direction really quick. Catch them off guard. Oh, so another cool feature that they're planning on adding in the game fairly soon is a spectator mode that's set up through Twitch that will allow the viewers to influence the match. They're actually able to vote for in-game events that happen during the match, kind of like an earthquake or a meteor shower or something like that. It's pretty cool. I'd like to find out a little bit more about this as it comes about. It's kind of like Twitch plays Pokemon, I guess. If you notice, every once in a while, the banners around the sides turn into Twitch logos, so that's what that's all about. I'm not really sure how they're going to set it up exactly. I guess they're going to have tournaments going on, and with the tournaments, they'll stream that, and that's when the viewers will have influence on that. But we'll see. Oh, it looks like we're going into sudden death, so I'm going to have to start playing a little bit better here. But yeah, that's one thing that they want to do is they want to have the community help support the game. So you can actually go and ask for access to the game right now, get in and help the developers. That was not a very good shot. Help the developers make the game. And from the looks of things, they have like these announcement letters, and from the looks of things, they literally take people's suggestions, call them out on it, and tell them that they fixed that and how they did it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty interactive. And on top of that, they actually are constantly broadcasting, or on Twitch, their game development. So you can actually, and it's in game too. So when you start the game in the main menu, you see the stream running, and it's them literally in the offices making the game. So you can log on there, you can type in their chat and ask them questions about the game, report bugs and whatnot. So they're really hands-on with the development of the game. There we go. That's how you score and win a match. Nice. So yeah, they're definitely a community-heavy developer, which is always good, and as the game is now only a few months in development, it's really fun with fast-paced matches. It's honestly a cool concept. So if you want to be a part of the development community, check the link in the description below to get early access to the game on Steam. Otherwise, if you're looking for more information about Project Cyber, head over to the game profile at MMOHuts.com. And until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.